Hi, it's Stephen here from Nation Wave, and this is day 16 of the February daily draws. So as we close out the weekend and approach a new week, let's see what message we get. And I'll be taking the first card from the Linestrider Tarot, followed by an oracle card from the Scenes of the Witch Imbolc Oracle. So let's use our first card and get the reading underway. Okay, here we go. Two of Swords. We've had this before. This is about decision making. This is about choices, direction in which to go. Maybe we need to make a decision. We're not quite sure, and that's holding us up a bit. We're not quite sure what to do next. And we may need to follow our intuition a little bit with this. We may need to combine our intuition with our rational thinking, with our mind, with our thought processes. Maybe logic in itself is not doing the business. It's not doing the job. It's only taken us so far. Maybe looking at it from a logical viewpoint is we're seeing pros and cons on each side. So we can't quite make up our minds. And that's holding up our activity. That's holding up moving forward. So that's why I'm saying that, there might be outside factors distracting us too. So we may need to shut those out, almost like we're a blindfold, like in the traditional, or like with the hood here that the bird is wearing. We need to look inwardly, listen to our inner voice, listen to our intuition, to get that intuitive voice speaking to our conscious minds from the subconscious, maybe getting all those things into balance, meeting the two, and then where those two things meet, like here where the blades cross, that might hold the actual answer to the way forward. Where those two ways of thinking, the intuitive thinking and the logical thinking, meet together and combine, that may point the direction in which we need to go and will help inform us sufficiently to make that decision. But also, when we're going within, we may know the answer. The answer may be there, or maybe more obvious than we would like to admit. Maybe there are other factors within ourselves, fear, anxiety, lack of confidence, that are holding us back from making that decision, because in some instances we know what we need to do, but we sort of create a quandary where there doesn't need to be, to buy us time because we don't feel ready in ourselves to make that choice. We may know what the choice is, but we don't feel ready to make that choice. We're not confident enough. As I say, fear, anxiety, lack of self-belief, lack of confidence can hold us back from making that decision. So maybe those kind of issues need to be addressed as well, if that's the case. But whatever the situation, a decision is there to be made. And if we go about it the right way, if we listen both to the intuitive voice within, which will also highlight to us and make us aware of any internal emotional issues that are holding us back from making the decision that I've just mentioned, and also perhaps guiding us in a better way than our rational minds alone can do, combining the two things, the things that we thought through in our minds, along with that intuitive information combined together, will help point the way. But we then still have to make the decision and take action. We need to act upon it. Once we know the right decision to make, we need to actively act, and we have to do the thing that the decision requires in order to put it into practice. Knowing what the right decision is one step, but then actually making the decision, making it happen, is another. And it's moving from getting from one to the other that this card is suggesting that we need to address. So whatever situation we're in, whatever choice that we have to make, whatever decision we have to make, this is how we're to approach it. And then ultimately realize that sooner or later a decision will have to be made, and we will have to proceed with something. So as long as we understand that, we can go through that process of listening within, going within, shutting out distractions, thinking through what we've already know, intuitively getting perhaps insight that we weren't conscious of before, combining the two things together, and then giving us the way forward, and then having the courage and the confidence to then follow through with that decision. Okay, let's see which oracle card we get to go with that. Okay, here we go. Amethyst. And that does have a spiritual dimension. That's listening to spirit. Helps you connect to spirit. With an amethyst crystal is used often to connect spiritually, intuitively, to the unseen realms. Here it says, go where your spirit dwells. So tuning into your inner self, into your spirit, not just the logical mind, that sort of re-emphasizes that point. Where your sight is clear and your breath is liberated. Your sight's clearer, that clarity comes through listening to where's your spirit pointing? Where's your inner compass? The spirit is your inner compass. Where is that drawn towards in that decision-making process? That's where you go there. Go where your spirit's going. Where is it? Go. That's where you should go. Where your sight is clear, because that's the clarity that you're looking for, and your breath is liberated. That's where your life is freed. You're freed from that paralysis of indecision. You're freed, you're liberated, and can move forward. So really, the spirit here, listening to your inner voice, that spirit is the key. I'm not saying ignore the rational thinking of the mind. Please do, go through that thinking process, but don't shut out that intuitive voice of your spirit, because that's really the key holder for unlocking the way forward. Okay, so that is today's message. I'll be back tomorrow with day 17. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.